I don't like it either. But right now, the only one who can stop Cullum is the head of the WSB, and he has no idea that Cullum is a double agent.
Let me go. Let me go on your behalf. I'll get Spinelli to create another identity for
I
me.
appreciate the offer, I do. But Z is only going to believe that Cullum is a double agent if he hears it in person from a trusted source.
Who in the WSB is going to trust you? Nobody. You're a fugitive from the WSB, and you've got a target on your back.
Well, my day is definitely looking up. You don't have to. Not that I'm complaining, but why am I here?
We're celebrating. I convinced Willow not to press charges against Tracy.
I wanted to wipe that smug smile off of Willow's face when she so graciously announced that she was not going to press charges, like she was bestowing a royal pardon on me. Someone needs to tell that girl that she can't do royal, she can barely do human.
Yeah, you said something similar in the car on the way home.
At least I am saved the humiliation of having to apologize to that viper.
Willow is not.
Do not defend her to me ever.
I am just so glad that it is over, because now there won't be any tabloid coverage of another Quartermain family feud.
No thanks to you.
You shoved a sitting congresswoman in the lake.
I did not.
Willow was injured in the fall.
She got a boo-boo on her knee.
And that's still assault.
You know what it is? It's still your ex-wife preying on you.
It's because you used Wiley's phone to send Willow a phony text.
You're right, I did. It was a test. Willow failed, and you are well on your way to failing yours.
It's okay. It's just me.
What happened to you?
I'm fine. Nina's bringing me a change of clothes. We have a serious problem. Jen Sidwell is a fugitive.
Joe, any sign of Rocco's passport being used at any U.S. airports?
No luck. If he and Westbourne fled the country, they didn't fly commercial. Any luck with the inventory from the Brit Westbourne room search?
No, nothing. Nothing in her possessions indicate where she was going. There's nothing suspicious about any of it, really. What about the prints found in the room? You hear back from forensics?
Not yet. I'll give him a nudge.
Yeah.
Hey, word on Rocco?
Sidwell jeopardized everything when he allowed Dr. Jones and the PCPD to set him up. Proving once again, grief makes you stupid. Has there been any sign of him since Cassius facilitated his escape?
No, sir. He's not using any resources the WSB is aware of.
Well, not surprised. Apparently he hid a lot from me. Especially his involvement with Valentine Cassadine.
I gotta believe the WSB is gonna want to take me alive. I know things they're gonna want to know.
You can't be sure about that.
Z operates out of the headquarters in Geneva. I know that town like the back of my hand. I can bypass security and get to Z directly.
Okay, so you're gonna go and you're gonna tell them that Cullum's been working with Sidwell. And then what? You're gonna go back to Steinmauer for the rest of your life? No. No, I'm not gonna let you sacrifice yourself like that.
And who are you to test me anyway?
The fact that you don't know the answer to those two questions does not bode well for you.
My concern, Chase, is that you arresting Tracy could have thrown a wrench in our adopting Phoebe. It wouldn't look good to a judge that the prospective father is arresting the prospective great-grandmother.
I realize that. I do. But I'm an officer of the law. I had no choice.
Of course you did. You could have chosen not to buy Willow's Victim Act again.
Please tell me that you see what Tracy did was wrong.
I wish she had sent that text.
All that text said was that Wiley and Chase were at the boathouse, fishing. Willow took it upon herself to show up to see you, and she was dressed for a hoedown. The operative word in that sentence
She
is...
came to see her son.
I don't have time to deprogram you, so suffice it to say, I did not push her in the water. She saw you coming, and she jumped.
That is ridiculous.
I agree. It was really a sight to behold.
Tracy's history speaks for itself, don't you think? Who do you think is more likely to lie? Tracy or Willow?
We're waiting on lab results. If there's anything you need to know, we'll make sure that we tell you.
She's my sister, okay? I know how she thinks. Maybe I can be... Okay, look, Fitzpatrick is on that. All right? You come with me. I need to talk to you. Okay?
Detective West. Just who I was looking for.
What can I do for you?
You can explain how Jen Sidwell managed to escape custody on your watch, and what the PCPD is doing to find him?
Hold on, Sidwell tried to kill Carly's brother, and Sonny Corinthos and the mayor were in a sting operation.
I guess I don't know all the details of what happened. I just know that Sidwell is gone, and he was the source of the paralytic drug that I was using on Drew. And it won't be long until he's able to move and speak, and once he can, the first thing he will do is send me and Nina to prison. He came as fast as I could. Thank you. Is everything okay? No. It's Aunt Liesel. She vanished.
Miss Jerome told me that back in January, she ran into Valentine Cassadine right here at Windermere. Now, he claims that Sidwell was letting him hide out here. Miss Jerome said she suspected that Sidwell was unaware that Cassadine was here, but admitted she could be wrong. But if Valentine was telling the truth, well, that means Sidwell could have been working with him all along.
We have no evidence of Cassadine contacting his daughter Charlotte since his escape. Theory's been that he's moved on.
I'm not taking anything for granted. If Valentine was here in Port Charles in January, I bet good money he's still here.
I don't trust the WSB, and neither should you.
I don't trust the WSB. McCullum and Sidwell have been working on this project for a decade, and they are this close to bringing it online. It's reasonable to assume that Britt ran what she did to stop their progress. But now they have Liesel. And Jocelyn. We're out of time.
Okay, so this cold fusion thing, what happens if they finish it?
I don't know. That's the problem. It's experimental technology. No one really knows. I mean, if everything goes as expected, then it's dangerous. But if somebody's made a miscalculation, or they cannot contain the fusion reaction, well, then it's worse. That's why I have to do anything I can to stop Cullen from taking that device online.
Detective West and I were just about to go over his statement.
And my timing is perfect. I'm all ears.
Well, it's pretty straightforward, really. I was transporting Sidwell back to the station, and an unmarked black SUV cut us off, forced me to slam on the brakes. 3 men wearing balaclavas and carrying rifles exited the vehicle and demanded my weapon. I managed to grab one. They got close enough to us, but there were 3. And I was overpowered. Pistol whipped by one of them knocked me out. And when I came to, my vision cleared. The men, vehicle, and Sidwell were gone. So it sounds to me like a professional extraction.
That's what it sounds like to you?
Mm-hmm.
Because to me it sounds like Detective West didn't put up much of a fight.
I can only imagine how bad it will be if Cullen controls a working cold fusion device.
It's not just what the weapon can do, it's what having the weapon can force other people to do. If it falls in the wrong hands.
How are we gonna stop him if you're all the way up in Geneva?
That's that or nothing. And I can only talk to the highest ranking individual.
The head of the bureau. This is the person.
If I talk to anyone else, Cullum is going to hear about it. He'll intercept me, he'll cover everything up.
Why do you have to go in person?
AI, deepfakes, they run rampant. The meeting could only be in person.
Then send Jack. Send Jack. He's still the WSB station chief. He's the one that should go.
Yeah, that's perfect. Except he's a little laid up right now.
All right, okay. So we deal with Cullum ourselves. We do. We just go over to Windermere and we handle it. We can stop him. We can do this.
Carly, you know, I think we're a great team.
We are a great team.
Cullum holds all the cards. He has control of Spoon Island. It's swarming with WSB agents loyal to him. He has resources we just don't have. We need the WSB.
And what happens when you turn yourself into the very same people who have been hunting you? What then?
Detective West, would you mind stepping out for a minute? I need a word with the acting DA.
Detective. Yeah. Turns out I can't use your input. Happy to help. Fire away.
I found a used syringe in your sister's room. Was she on any medications?
None that I'm aware of.
The commissioner mentioned she has Huntington's. Could whatever's in that syringe be related to that? All due respect, Justine. What the hell was that? It's like you're basically accusing Nathan of letting Sidwell go.
This was a high-profile arrest. Yeah. All eyes are on us. Losing Sidwell was a huge screw-up.
I agree with you, but I saw you coming down pretty hard on Chase earlier.
Yeah, I did. And I had good reason to.
Mm-hmm. So you come down on Chase, you're interrogating Nathan. It almost feels like you and I have a bit of a problem. Do we? Because if we do, and that problem is that Sonny is my father, you come after me, not my department.
Those shoots at the Metro Court. Carly arranged for me to look at the security footage. And there was a image of Aunt Lisa on June 5th, the same day that she asked us if we helped Britt disappear.
Well, then Nathan's probably right. Liesel must have gone looking for Britt.
Maybe. Yes. Here are the clothes you asked for.
Thank you. I wanted to get here to update Jack as soon as I had the chance.
It's good that you did. Okay. What happened?
Tracy Quartermain tried to intimidate me, and it blew up in her face.
Chase arrested Tracy for pushing Willow into the lake, and you are standing at the scene of the crime.
Tracy pushed Willow?
Oh, I wouldn't put it past her, but I think it's a lot more likely that Willow faked it for Chase's benefit.
Faked how?
So you think she saw Chase coming and jumped into water to frame Tracy?
Well, knowing them both as well as I do, I just don't see Tracy physically endangering Wiley and Amelia's mother like that.
Makes sense. So what did Tracy say?
Well, I only heard Willow's side of the story. By the time I got home, Tracy and Chase were already at the PCPD. Now, Willow was furious, and she had claimed that she was.
Yet you still managed to convince her to drop the charges.
I just told her the truth. A more public family conflict would be good for the kids.
So Chase not only sees her as the wronged party,
Well, she always does.
but now she looks like a benevolent, forgiving angel of mercy in his eyes.
And once again, Chase will only see the Willow that he wants to see. All tragedy, no flaws. And that'll only bring them closer together.
And does Brooklyn know about this whole altercation?
She was with me when you and Willow told us, but then she had to head down to PCPD. They know Brooklyn's smart. Not much gets past her, so I'm hoping that she can just clock Willow's moves for what they are. And she'll side with Tracy.
I am sure that my grandmother never planned on pushing Willow into the lake.
Oh, I'm sure things got out of hand. But why would Willow jump in the water? Tracy had to have pushed her.
Is that what you think? I think you were right to take Willow's word. Unbelievable!
I am sorry, Granny, but you have gone too far, and it is hardly the first time, and even right now when you should be grateful that Willow decided not to press charges, you are still trying to slander her.
Wow. If anybody else said that to me, I would have victed them on the spot. But because I refuse to lose my granddaughter over this, I won't. And I just hope you come to your senses.
His phone to lure me to the boathouse.
I thought Wiley asked you to meet him there.
Well, all the text said was that Wiley and Chase were going to be fishing there.
Well, that doesn't sound like an invitation.
I know. I shouldn't have gone. I just couldn't pass up the opportunity to visit with Wiley. Especially because out of all the Quartermains, Chase is the only one who genuinely doesn't mind.
It's probably true.
It definitely is. And Wiley loves living there, but he knows I'm not welcome, and that can't be good for him.
Well, you don't have to worry too much. Wiley is just fine.
Well, even so, I just wanted to ease his mind, show him that things are better, but instead, Tracy was there, and before I could even take a breath, she was accusing me of trying to seduce Chase.
As painful as her breakup with Chase will be, Brooklyn will be better off in the long run.
I know you believe that with your whole self, but Brooklyn doesn't. I don't expect her to thank you for this.
No, I don't, but it took me far too long to realize that my marriage to Willow wasn't working out for the exact same reason Brooklyn's marriage to Chase isn't.
And what reason is that?
Like, I was so invested in who I thought Willow was, who I wanted her to be. And then she turned out to be this completely different person, and everything crumbled. And now my kids are stuck in the middle of their parents' toxic relationship forever.
And you want to spare Brooklyn that pain?
God, yes. Yeah, what if they adopt Phoebe only to realize that they have these irreconcilable differences that they can't get past? Yeah, it's much better that it happens now. That way Brooklyn can adopt Phoebe as a single mother. She's not permanently tied to Chase.
And yet the idea of your cousin getting hurt is tearing you up.
Yeah, I hate it. But the sooner Brooklyn embraces the inevitable, the better off she'll be.
Grandmother, she may be prickly, but her family's her Achilles heel. When one of us says something, it really hurt her deeply.
I'm sorry that you got dragged into this. It's just when Tracy gets stuck on something, nobody can move her. You know, if Tracy doesn't consider me a real Quartermain, fine. I know she's been angry with me ever since I accused Michael of framing Willow.
No, I can't get into that again.
No, and we won't. It's just this whole thing with Willow. It's all in her head. I thought that I would set her straight when she caught me and Willow in the boathouse. I mean, I called you immediately. I told you exactly what happened, and that should have been the end of it.
It certainly should have.
And the next thing I know, she's using Wiley to bring Willow here under false pretenses. That's fraud. It's harassment, and I couldn't let it continue. Come on, please tell me you understand why I had to arrest Tracy.
There's no cure for Huntington's.
But there are a lot of treatments to help manage symptoms. Maybe this is one of those.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Britt was very private about her illness.
Trust me when I say, none of this has anything to do with your father.
What's your problem is with me?
Only because you're the commissioner. I am convinced Officer Chase sabotaged Willow Kane's case, and I have made no secret that I don't want him on the force, but it wasn't my call.
No, it wasn't. It's IA, and they cleared him. Okay, so you want to accuse Nathan of negligence? You kick that over to Internal Affairs too?
That is the last thing I want to do, for your sake.
Me?
I respect your professionalism and your integrity, and I do trust you. I also understand that you inherited this department, and you're still making it your own.
So your problem is with Anna and the way she ran the PCPD?
Well, I think she let her personal feelings get in the way when she reinstated Detective West. He has a 7-year gap in his memory, not to mention ties to Cesar Faison.
Okay, he was shot by him. That's all the dealings she ever had with him, and since he's been back, his track record's been pretty damn near perfect.
Maybe so. But I know you've had problems with Detective West.
Who cares? The problems we may have had are personal, not professional.
Your main objective the whole time was to frame Jack the way he framed you. To present the WSB with proof that he was the driving force behind Pikeman, not you. So Jack would go to prison, you would go free. That was the plan.
It's a good plan. But we don't have anything to put Jack away.
So your original sentence still stands.
Except now I need Jack to back me up. so we can't discredit him.
So if you go to Geneva and you meet with this C guy and you help the WSB stop Cullum, what are the chances you walk away from this a free man?
Best odds. Best odds in the one.
I told Nathan to take Sidwell and he didn't volunteer. And everything about Nathan's account of the ambush, that lines up with everything we know about Sidwell. He surrounds himself with people trained in security and combat. Considering he had this illegal East Africa operation going on, it makes sense that he would have people trained and ready to swoop in and rescue him should he ever be taken into custody.
Basically, he didn't need Detective West's help to escape.
Not even a little bit.
In which case, it would have been great if we had anticipated this.
Okay, so now you are blaming me for Sidwell's escape.
An extraction like this is hardly the norm. And if it is an isolated incident, I'll let it go. But if Detective West turns out to be another Officer Chase situation...
There is no proof that Chase removed that traffic cam footage.
And we both know that a lack of proof does not equal innocence. Chase is a bad cop, and his behavior since Willow Kane's trial has done nothing to mitigate my opinion.
Chase will prove you wrong.
I hope so. But I'm not betting on it. Commissioner, I admire your loyalty to your people. And you've already stuck your neck out for Officer Chase. But if Detective West is also a problem, that's gonna reflect poorly on you.
You saw Chase coming. You jumped in the water to frame Tracy.
She did no such thing. Right? Well, I had to do something. If Tracy had her way, I would never see my children. And I knew Chase would believe me over Tracy.
So you had Chase arrest Tracy? The press is gonna be all over this.
It actually never occurred to me that Chase would take it that far.
Why not?
Because Chase lives in Tracy's house. She's his wife's grandmother. But Tracy's outrage, it was a huge bonus. Anyway, I'm not pressing charges.
Thank God.
No, you get credit for graciously letting Tracy off the hook.
All the press will see is me being a generous and forgiving person, and Tracy being the bully everyone knows she is.
Well played.
Excuse me. Hello. You already said I'd find you here. Hello, Jacinda.
Good afternoon, Tracy.
Would you mind if I have a moment alone with Michael?
Of course.
I take it you've heard?
Yuri and Willow told me that Chase arrested you, but I see that you're not in jail.
Yes, well, that's because St. Willow decided not to press charges.
Of course she did.
Now Chase is even more convinced that she's only goodness and light.
Did you push her in the water?
I did not. She threw herself in and lied to Chase.
Okay, I figured. But what I really want to know is why did you send that text to Willow?
Are you on the Let's Judge Tracy bandwagon?
No, I'm not. I'm really not. But we did agree that we were going to let Brooklyn figure out for herself that she and Chase have a fundamental difference of opinion that cannot be changed or resolved.
I know we did, but caring too much has always been a problem, and Chase is too thick to see the truth.
It really is.
So I thought I could scare Willow off. It was a tactical error, and I played right into her hands.
I had no way of knowing she'd go that far.
Should have. But when I heard Brooklyn tell Chase that she believed I pushed Willow in the water, I knew it had to end.
While you're trying to sneak off to Geneva, I'm supposed to sit here while my daughter is stuck at Windermere? Oh my God.
I know. Carly, what I'm asking, it probably feels impossible.
Yeah.
But I know how Cullen thinks. And Jocelyn is worth more to him alive than dead.
What if that changes?
Well, everything changes once the device goes online. But if the WSB stops Cullen, well, then Jocelyn's safe.
Alec.
Emma, Carl, if you had to choose between me going to prison and Jocelyn dying, which one would you choose?
so, but she told Chase she did.
So she's telling Chase what he wants to hear.
I'm afraid that Brooklyn believes the only way to make her marriage work is by lying. And when lying starts, it doesn't stop.
Of course I understand. We're just doing your duty as a cop.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry that my granny is still suspicious of you and Willow. Especially because she's the one who forced the issue and put you in an awkward position.
Not just me, she put you in one too. And of course, Willow.
You know, you would save a lot of energy if you talked a little bit less. You'd recover quicker.
What'd I say?
You know, I don't want you encouraging Willow to play the game chicken with any of the Quartermains, especially Tracy.
I appreciate the way she turned that situation to her advantage. Like, it was smart.
Smart and apparently well played. You know, Willow needs to stay away from the Quartermains and focus on being a congresswoman.
Does she know that?
Okay, Willow. Why did you want us to meet you here? Because I needed to tell Brennan how we're running out of Drew's paralytic now that Sidwell's a fugitive, and I needed to know what our options are.
Well, I think that Cullum is the one providing the drug to Sidwell. He's still around.
Yeah, but I don't know if Sidwell told Cullum about our arrangement, and if he didn't.
Approaching Cullum would be an admission of guilt.
Yes, and Cullum could send me to prison.
If Drew doesn't first.
Okay, our only option really is to accept the fact that Drew is going to recover. You said that you had proof that Drew misappropriated campaign funds.
I do.
Well, we need to get our hands on that. Right now.
I didn't want to say anything for the Turner, man, but not having a uniform with you when you're transferring someone, that's just kind of stupid.
I know.
I didn't think I'd have to tell you to at least have one other guy with you.
I get it, I got it. It's stupid. I know.
Okay, look, I've got Turner to back off for now, but one more screw up, she's gonna go to high A.
I understand. Dante, hey. Look, I know not telling you that Rocco shot Cullum on the pier that night wrecked our friendship. It's not doing me any favors at work either. I just want you to know I regret it, okay? Especially at the distance. Now, clearly you don't agree with some of my actions. I made the decisions that I made with the best of intentions, and I just want you to know my only goal was to protect your son.
What's the latest on Britt Westbourne and Rocco Falconeri?
We're still monitoring Lulu Spencer and Commissioner Falconeri's communications, but their son hasn't contacted them. Rocco's still listed as a runaway.
There must be a way to have it reclassified as a kidnapping. Call legal, see what they advise.
Yes, sir.
In the meantime, we may need to discreetly encourage the FBI to get involved for other reasons. That way, they'll find a trail that will lead me to Rocco and Britt's door. Or I'll kill them both.
I'll speak to legal. Otherwise, let me know how you want to proceed.
I will. The only other threat to the project is Anna Devane. Any developments since she was transferred back to that private mental facility?
She's still contained.
Someone claiming to be Kevin Collins called there to check on Anna a few months back. Could have been Valentine. I know the call was traced back to Port Charles. Give me the exact location.
What happened to the man who was ready to grab Charlotte and run if things went south?
I guess I'm not that man anymore.
I don't want to let you go.
I know. You got to.
I don't think so, but she told Chase she did.
So she's telling Chase what he wants to hear.
I'm afraid that Brooklyn believes the only way to make her marriage work is by lying. And when lying starts, it doesn't stop.
Of course I understand. We're just doing your duty as a cop.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry that my granny is still suspicious of you and Willow. Especially because she's the one who forced the issue and put you in an awkward position.
Not just me, she put you in one too. And of course, Willow.
You know, you would save a lot of energy if you talked a little bit less.
You'd recover quicker.
What'd I say?
You know, I don't want you encouraging Willow to play the game chicken with any of the Quartermains, especially Tracy.
I appreciate the way she turned that situation to her advantage. Like, it was smart.
Smart and apparently well played. You know, Willow needs to stay away from the Quartermains and focus on being a congresswoman.
Does she know that?
Okay, Willow. Why did you want us to meet you here?
Because I needed to tell Brennan how we're running out of Drew's paralytic now that Sidwell's a fugitive, and I needed to know what our options are.
Well, I think that Cullum is the one providing the drug to Sidwell. He's still around.
Yeah, but I don't know if Sidwell told Cullum about our arrangement, and if he didn't.
Approaching Cullum would be an admission of guilt.
Yes, and Cullum could send me to prison.
If Drew doesn't first.
Okay, our only option really is to accept the fact that Drew is going to recover. You said that you had proof that Drew misappropriated campaign funds.
I do.
Well, we need to get our hands on that. Right now.
I didn't want to say anything for the Turner, man, but not having a uniform with you when you're transferring someone, that's just kind of stupid.
I know.
I didn't think I'd have to tell you to at least have one other guy with you.
I get it. I got it. It's stupid. I know.
Okay, look, I've got Turner to back off for now, but one more screw up, she's gonna go to high A.
I understand. Dante, hey. Look, I know not telling you that Rocco shot Cullum on the pier that night wrecked our friendship. It's not doing me any favors at work either. I just want you to know I regret it, okay? Especially at the distance. Now, clearly you don't agree with some of my actions. I made the decisions that I made with the best of intentions. And I just want you to know my only goal was to protect your son.
What's the latest on Britt Westbourne and Rocco Falconeri?
We're still monitoring Lulu Spencer and Commissioner Falconeri's communications, but their son hasn't contacted them. Rocco's still listed as a runaway.
There must be a way to have it reclassified as a kidnapping. Call legal, see what they advise.
Yes, sir.
In the meantime, we may need to discreetly encourage the FBI to get involved for other reasons. That way, they'll find a trail that will lead me to Rocco and Britt's door. Or I'll kill them both.
I'll speak to legal. Otherwise, let me know how you want to proceed.
I will. The only other threat to the project is Anna Devane. Any developments since she was transferred back to that private mental facility?
She's still contained.
Someone claiming to be Kevin Collins called there to check on Anna a few months back. Could have been Valentine. I know the call was traced back to Port Charles. Give me the exact location.
What happened to the man who was ready to grab Charlotte and run if things went south?
I guess I'm not that man anymore.
I don't want to let you go.
I know. You got to.
I don't think so, but she told Chase she did.
So she's telling Chase what he wants to hear.
I'm afraid that Brooklyn believes the only way to make her marriage work is by lying. And when lying starts, it doesn't stop.
Of course I understand. We're just doing your duty as a cop.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry that my granny is still suspicious of you and Willow. Especially because she's the one who forced the issue and put you in an awkward position.
Not just me, she put you in one too. And of course, Willow.
You know, you would save a lot of energy if you talked a little bit less. You'd recover quicker.
What'd I say?
You know, I don't want you encouraging Willow to play the game chicken with any of the Quartermains, especially Tracy.
I appreciate the way she turned that situation to her advantage. Like, it was smart.
Smart and apparently well played. You know, Willow needs to stay away from the Quartermains and focus on being a congresswoman.
Does she know that?
Okay, Willow. Why did you want us
to meet you here? Because I needed to tell Brennan how we're running out of Drew's paralytic now that Sidwell's a fugitive, and I needed to know what our options are.
Well, I think that Cullum is the one providing the drug to Sidwell. He's still around.
Yeah, but I don't know if Sidwell told Cullum about our arrangement, and if he didn't.
Approaching Cullum would be an admission of guilt.
Yes, and Cullum could send me to prison.
If Drew doesn't first.
Okay, our only option really is to accept the fact that Drew is going to recover. You said that you had proof that Drew misappropriated campaign funds.
I do.
Well, we need to get our hands on that. Right now.
I didn't want to say anything for the Turner, man, but not having a uniform with you when you're transferring someone, that's just kind of stupid.
I know.
I didn't think I'd have to tell you to at least have one other guy with you.
I get it. I got it. It's stupid. I know.
Okay, look, I've got Turner to back off for now, but one more screw up, she's gonna go to high A.
I understand. Dante, hey. Look,